4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, hey everyone out there in Banjo Land, Mike Heading here. Today I've got the gospel classic, How Great Thou Art. This is a great song to work on the banjo. For one, it's really slow, which makes it a little bit challenging. Two, it's got a unique melody, definitely outside the realm of bluegrass, and we're going to have to do some unique kind of stuff on the banjo to bring out the melody. We're going to get away from kind of some of the traditional Scruggs licks on this one and add some kind of unique harmonies and find a cool way to bring out the melody on a slower song. I'm going to break down the whole thing note for note and then show you a bunch of backup stuff you can do on this song. Alright, here's How Great Thou Art in the key of G. Alright, here's the first two measures to How Great Thou Art. Let me play it and then I'll break it down. One more time. Okay, so we're going to start with the pickup. We're going to start on beat 2, and we're going to put our second finger of our left hand on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string. And we're actually just going to do some pinches with our index and middle finger of our right hand on the 2nd and 1st strings. So like I said, you're going to keep that 2nd finger down, so you're going to fret, pinch 3, 3rd fret on the 2nd string, and open 1st string. And we're going to do that 3 times in a row. So the first two are 8th notes. We're going to go 1, 2, and then on beat 3, we're going to play that again. And then we're going to do one more pinch. You're going to bring your first finger of your left hand down to the 1st fret of the 2nd string. And you're going to pinch those same 2 strings. So the timing is 1, 2, and 3, 4. One more time. 1, 2, and 3, 4. So normally in a traditional Scruggs song or something, you probably wouldn't do those repeated index and middle fingers right in a row like that. But since this song is pretty slow, we can do that and with no problem, and it actually kind of creates a cool effect. So that's why we're doing that. It actually kind of punches out the notes. I kind of think of it almost similar to like how a piano player might play it or something like that. So one more time. And what I'd recommend is count beat 1. So 1. And then we're going to do a 2-4 slide on the 3rd string. So you're going to take your 2nd finger of your left hand and slide from 2 to 4 on the 3rd string while doing a forward roll. So I did strings 3, 2, 1 with my right hand, T-I-M. Lining that slide up, 1 and 2. Then I'm going to go up to the 5th string. I'm going to do another forward roll, 5, 2, 1. Those are my strings, all open. 5th string, 2nd string, 1st string. Then we need 2 more notes, and we're going to do thumb, 5th string, and then index on the 2nd string. So here's measure 2 on its own. Don't do that slide too quick. The song's really slow, so they're all 8th notes, so keep your right hand moving. You can swing it a little bit too if you want. Give it a little bounce if you want, but you don't have to do that. That's player's discretion. Okay, so one more time. Here's the first two measures together. So 1. And the melody there is. So 3rd fret, 2nd string, down to the 1st fret, 2nd string, and then open 2nd string. Notice how we're bringing out that melody note with the slide. We're sliding into that open 2nd string. And we're also kind of accenting that melody note with our index finger of our right hand. So you want to bring that out. This song has, the melody of this song has a lot of long notes. So on the banjo, sometimes we're going to add some rolls. Sometimes we're going to do some kind of non-traditional banjo stuff. And, because the melody is so slow and it's really long notes. So sometimes we might have to change it up a little bit. All right, one more time. Here's measure 3. Okay, so for measure 3, we're going to hit the open 1st string. So you're actually kind of completing a forward roll. If you look at the last 2 notes of measure 2, we're doing thumb on the 5th string, index, and then one more middle that crosses that bar line into measure 3. So it's actually 3 forward rolls in a row if you look at it from measure 2. T-I-M, T-I-M, T-I-M. And then that last M is beat 1 of measure 3. So we're actually going to let that note ring out for a quarter note. And then we're going to go into this kind of G7 chord, just a partial chord. So what I'm doing here is I'm putting my 1st finger of my left hand on the 3rd fret of the low string, my 2nd finger on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string, and my 3rd finger on the 4th fret of the 3rd string. So you've got the 7th, low 7th note, B and D. So F, B, and D. So it's kind of a G7 chord. Except we're playing the 7 down low. Rather than playing it up on top, we're playing it kind of in the bass notes, so kind of like a piano player again. So what I'm doing with my right hand there is I'm actually moving all 3 of my fingers up to the 4th, 3rd, and 2nd strings. 4, 3, 2. So I actually had to move my middle finger of my right hand to the 2nd string, and I'm going to pinch those notes. So I do that twice on beats 2 and 3. And then on the and of beat 4. So you hit the open 1st string for beat 1. That gives you time to get into that chord. And then the last one's kind of offbeat. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and. Okay, so let's put those 3 together.